Right when you walk into a supermarket, you're hit with the produce section. Ever wondered why? These products need to be sold quick, so the produce is near the front so it attracts the consumer and doesn't rot. Also, haven't you wondered how the produce is in the supermarket got there if it's not in season? Well, the answer is food miles. So what is food miles? Well, food miles refers to the distance that food has to travel to get from where the product is produced to where the consumer consumes it. Food travels great distances to get on our plates to eat. A full meal on your plate can consist of several different countries that have come together to serve you the food you want for breakfast, lunch, dinner. An apple from California, oranges from Florida, potatoes from China. Over the past few years, food miles have increased significantly due to global trade commodities, which allows food to be shipped such great distances to get to you. With the prices of oil increasing, the spike in food prices has raised as the way we feed ourselves have become increasingly unreliable. As food travels from many different countries, the prices in oil plays a huge role in the cost for food to travel to the consumer. So I'm standing here with a recent shopper from Walmart. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Jordan.
Nice to meet you. Jory.
So, did you buy any produce by any chance on this trip?
Yeah, I did. Some cheese. Usual.
Okay, perfect. So, have you ever heard of the term food miles before?
Maybe air miles? Not sure.
No, food miles. So pretty much what food miles is, it's the distance that food travels from the producer of where the product is produced to the consumer of where they consume it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't really. I guess it's like if it's going from a farm to the store, something like that, or vegetables, the cheese from the cows, I guess.
Yeah. Walking through the aisles when you were picking out all your vegetables today, were you ever wondering how this food got here or where it came from?
I've always wondered, but I've never really thought about it. Maybe I figured, well, it's all grown somewhere and it's all shipped from other countries, or it's made here. But I guess the seasons for some stuff you have to get in different places
because it is winter, and some reason we're walking through Walmart and you see strawberries, and there's no way someone's sitting out in the field growing strawberries now in winter.
No.
So when you walked through Walmart, didn't you realize that all the food is pretty perfect? There's very minimal bruises. They're the apples are all fresh. There's no worms inside. All the bananas are perfectly shaped.
Yeah, I believe there's always stereotypes. There's always things that people say about these things that they have different pesticides and the cheese, and they use that to keep it fresh. I guess maybe stuff doesn't harm us, but it's not good for some people, and it's not necessarily fresh. It's all just pesticides to keep it okay, because you can't necessarily travel with strawberries from Florida, Toronto.
For sure. Because
you could, but
when we see all our bananas here, we see them all perfectly shaped. They're all at a perfectly nice angle, and they're all perfect. But when bananas are actually grown, they're grown in so many different directions. There's different pieces that are coming out from the bananas. So it's kind of weird that anything that a supermarket accepts, it's all perfect. Everything has to be perfect. So aren't you just thinking that the farmer really kind of gets screwed in a way, because all the vegetables and the fruits that aren't perfect, they just have to throw in the garbage? Isn't that just a waste and just a waste of money?
Yeah, because I guess not that the companies will use pesticides to keep it. It's mainly the supermarkets, but I guess once they buy it, it's off their hands kind of at the farmers. But then it kind of doesn't look good for their product.
So
you buy Macintosh, whatever.
Yeah, Macintosh
apples.
Yeah.
You may be like, that farm's no good or something.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Because farmers are barely making any money because everything they produce has to be perfect. So anything that's not, it's just they're losing money and they're barely making anything.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. That's all the questions I had today. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Global trade in food commodities is really complex. There are many policies, institutions, and organizations that have created how food flows around the entire world. No matter what the season, either winter, spring, summer, fall, the consumers always get what they want to eat.